In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on March 21st, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Michigan State versus Mississippi State. In the West region of the NCAA tournament, one of the most anticipated matchups is set to unfold between the 9th-seeded Michigan State Spartans, boasting a record of 19 wins and 14 losses, and the 8th-seeded Mississippi State Bulldogs, who stand at 21 victories and 13 defeats. Michigan State recently faced a setback in the quarterfinals of the Big Ten tournament against number 3 Purdue, falling short by a score of 67-62, yet managing to cover the spread as 7.5-point underdogs. Meanwhile, Mississippi State endured a loss in the Southeastern Conference semifinals against number 12 Auburn, narrowly missing the mark with a 73-66 defeat, but similarly covering as 7.5-point underdogs. The victor of this clash will earn the opportunity to progress and face the winner of the North Carolina versus Wagner encounter. Despite Michigan State's somewhat lackluster performance throughout the season, there's a notable optimism surrounding the Spartans, particularly according to Ken Palm's metrics for this year. They currently hold the 19th spot in adjusted efficiency margin, boasting a commendable figure of plus 20, while Mississippi State finds itself placed at 31st with a slightly lower rating of plus 17.9. Examining the dynamics of the matchup, one can't help but be cautious about the scoring prospects for the Bulldogs. They're up against one of the nation's formidable defensive units, coupled with a relatively average offensive performance, ranked at 62nd in adjusted offensive efficiency, yielding 114 points per 100 possessions. In contrast, the Spartans appear to hold the upper hand in terms of coaching prowess, defensive solidity, and the proficiency of their guards, 3 pivotal factors when dissecting postseason basketball. Thus, the Michigan State Spartans to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both teams find themselves positioned outside the top 200 in terms of tempo, with their defensive capabilities overshadowing their offensive prowess. Michigan State adopts a deliberate pace, languishing at 306th in the nation for pace of play, employing Coach Izzo's structured half-court strategies to generate points. Furthermore, the Spartans boast a formidable defense, ranking among the top 10 nationally in defensive efficiency, which should effectively stifle the Bulldog offensive onslaught. Conversely, Mississippi State exhibits a relatively faster pace, albeit still ranking modestly at 202nd nationally for pace of play. Nevertheless, their defensive acumen shines through, securing the 18th position in the nation. Notably, Michigan State's offensive efficiency stands at 56th, while Mississippi State's lingers slightly behind at 62nd. If there's a single aspect where both squads excel, it undoubtedly lies in their defensive capabilities. Michigan State enters the fray with a commendable 9th place ranking in adjusted defensive efficiency, conceding a mere 94 points per 100 possessions. Similarly, Mississippi State showcases a formidable defensive prowess, occupying the 18th spot in the same category, limiting opponents to just 96 points per 100 possessions. It's almost certain that these defensive stalwarts will showcase their prowess, setting the stage for a defensive masterclass in the opening encounter. Moreover, when considering the pace of play, both teams exhibit a deliberate approach. Mississippi State holds the 202nd position in adjusted tempo, averaging 67.1 possessions per 40 minutes, while Michigan State trails further behind at 306th, managing a mere 65.2 possessions per 40 minutes. Anticipate a staunch defensive showcase, with this closely contested affair resembling a gritty battle until the very end. Recent trends indicate that the Spartans have witnessed 3 out of their last 4 games culminate in unders, while the Bulldogs are arriving on the heels of 3 consecutive unders. As the game progresses into its latter stages, expect a deceleration in pace. Thus, under the projected total emerges as our full game total pick. Duquesne versus Brigham Young University. The NCAA college basketball tournament sets the stage for an exhilarating showdown as it kicks off in full force on Thursday. Among the array of captivating matchups, one that stands out features the 6th-seeded Brigham Young University Cougars locking horns with the 11th-seeded Duquesne Dukes in first-round action at the Chi Health Center in Omaha, Nebraska. The Dukes arrive with momentum, clinching an automatic bid by triumphing in the A10 tournament. Meanwhile, the Cougars, in their inaugural season as members of the Big 12, secured a tournament-at-large bid after finishing 5th in the conference standings. Although the Dukes hold a 2-0 Sioux advantage in the head-to-head record against the Cougars, their most recent encounter dates back to the conclusion of 1953. Notably, throughout this season, there have been no shared opponents between these two formidable teams. Both squads enter the contest relatively unscathed, although Brigham Young University's forward, Ali Khalifa, known for his contributions off the bench with averages of 6 points, 3.8 rebounds, and 4.1 assists, is nursing an ankle injury. Despite this setback, Khalifa is anticipated to take the court. The defensive prowess of the Duquesne team has garnered attention this season. However, Brigham Young University's initiation into the Big 12 has seen them face off against some of the nation's most formidable defenses. Their recent victory against a UCF defense, permitting just 67.9 points per game, showcased Brigham Young University's offensive potency, tallying 87 points in the Big 12 tournament. Notably, Ken Palm ranks Brigham Young University 11th in adjusted offense, a challenge the Dukes have yet to confront this season. Additionally, Brigham Young University boasts a 4-1 against the spread record in their last 5 games as favorites. So the Brigham Young University Cougars to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The essence of this game's dynamics can be simplified into a straightforward formula. If you lean towards Duquesne, favor the under, but if Brigham Young University captures your confidence, lean towards the over. Personally, I align with the Dukes' approach for this encounter, relying on their ability to dictate the tempo and style of play. This season, the Dukes have adopted a deliberate pace, ranking 251st in the nation, which correlates with their 252nd ranking in scoring. Furthermore, their commendable defensive efforts have positioned them 29th in the nation in scoring defense. Anticipate the Dukes to disrupt Brigham Young University's perimeter game, challenging their prowess from beyond the arc. A high-scoring shootout scenario would play against the Dukes' strategy, a scenario I'm not wagering on occurring on Thursday. Therefore, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Akron versus Creighton. In the inaugural clash of the NCAA tournament, a representative from the Mid-American Conference squares off against a contender from the Big East in a riveting Midwest region showdown. The 14th-seeded Akron Zips are set to clash with the 3rd-seeded number 11 Creighton Blue Jays on Thursday afternoon, igniting a fierce battle on the hardwood. Akron clinched a hard-fought 62-61 victory over Kent State in the Mid-American Conference tournament title showdown last Saturday, narrowly missing covering the spread as a 4.5-point favorite but securing their coveted spot in March Madness. Meanwhile, Creighton stumbled to a 78-73 defeat against Providence in the quarterfinals of the Big East tournament just last Thursday, shocking fans by falling short as an 8.5-point favorite. In the historical matchup between these two teams, the Blue Jays boast a 3-1 lead and have emerged victorious in their last 2 encounters, notably sealing an 82-70 home triumph in their most recent face-off on December 3, 2016. Akron showcased their resilience in the Mid-American Conference Championship game against Kent State, and their defensive prowess will be pivotal in this upcoming clash. The Zips must devise a strategy to contain Creighton's perimeter shooting, but the challenge lies in the Blue Jays' multifaceted offensive threat, both inside and outside the arc. Sporting an impressive 60.6% shooting accuracy from within the arc, Creighton ranks 3rd nationwide in this aspect, posing a formidable challenge to Akron's defensive line. One significant advantage that may tilt the scales in Creighton's favor is Kalkbrenner's imposing presence. Standing tall at 7'0", Kalkbrenner possesses the physicality to dominate inside the paint, boasting a remarkable 71.7% success rate from 2-point range, which ranks 9th nationally. Additionally, his ability to contribute from beyond the arc, with 14 successful 3-pointers, adds another dimension to Creighton's offensive arsenal. With a significant height disparity against Hunter, Ali, and Freeman, Kalkbrenner is poised to leave an indelible mark on both ends of the court, so the Creighton Blue Jays to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Entering this pivotal matchup, Akron brings a track record of underscoring in 20 out of 32 games where a total was set this season. According to Ken Palm's metrics, the Zips demonstrate a moderate performance across various statistical categories, notably ranking 96th in defensive efficiency. Additionally, they stand strong at 78th in effective field goal percentage defense and an impressive 10th in three-point defense throughout the season. Characterized by a deliberate style of play, Akron exhibits a measured pace, ranking 268th in tempo with an average of 65.9 possessions per game. On the flip side, Creighton has witnessed the under-hitting in 16 out of 32 games in relation to the total this season. Demonstrating offensive prowess, the Blue Jays shine brightly, ranking 13th in offensive efficiency, 3rd in effective field goal percentage, and 3rd in two-point shooting. Despite their offensive firepower, Creighton exhibits a methodical approach, ranking 206th in adjusted tempo with an average of 67 possessions per game. With both teams boasting commendable defensive capabilities, the stage is set for a tightly contested affair, potentially culminating in a final score falling short of the projected total by a narrow margin. Thus, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.